in 34. Love it.
Hey, this is TRAXXfm, and in this week's edition of In 34 Symphonic on TRAXX, we are going to be talking about what is great about Malaysian music. So, National Day Month is coming up. That's why 25th of August today, we're going to be talking about Malaysian music. And the speaker that I have with me, if you want to check out everyone, make sure you head on over to our Facebook page, our YouTube at TRAXXfm Official to check everyone out. But of course, our speaker for today, Mr. Muhammad Abdul Karim.
Hello, hello.
Yes. And we've got our musicians as well. You can check them out right now. Aidil Kaiser. Yeah. Make some noise. Woohoo. We've got Abdul Hadi.
Yeah.
Yes. We've got Glenn.
Hi guys.
All right. And of course, none other than Jasmine. Hola. And she's going to be on flutes today. Oh my goodness. I am excited. Obviously, I'm else, who else but else. And our producer is here as well, Azura. So, okay, today we're going to be talking about, again, what is great about Malaysian music, right? So, before we start the interview, tell us more about yourself, Karim. You know, how did you get started in the music industry and stuff like that?
Hi, my name's Karim. So I started off, I guess you can check with my mom. She said I started at 2 and banging pots and pans.
Really?
Breaking stuff. So I guess that's where it started.
Okay.
And it never stopped until now. So I professionally have been around for about 17 years. I've worked here and there. Do you want my resume or something?
Oh, do we want his resume? I think we should. I'm just kidding. So, wow, you've started at 17 years and stuff like that. So, music is obviously very important to, all of us here, obviously. Yeah. And I have a personal question before we get into the interview. What is your personal favorite music genre?
Oh, that's not fair.
I know, me too.
It's like asking you what's your favorite Malaysian dish. You're like, oh.
No, it's like asking who do you love more, your mom or dad?
Oh, yo, get that lah. I love my wife.
Oh, okay. Okay, the reason why I asked this, right, is because as well for me it's unfair because DJs, we're supposed to love all genres, right? But if you really ask me to pick, right, I would say classical and rock. Oh, which a lot of people say, aren't you a K-pop girl? Aren't you K-pop? So no. Yeah, so what's your poison here, I would say?
I would say my tendencies to go back is jazz.
Wow,
I grew
jazz.
up with a lot of jazz around my house. Jazz, and funny enough, a lot of Mediterranean music.
Wow!
So because my dad really hooked me on to Mediterranean music when I was really young. So I guess sometimes you just put on some guy from Morocco, like okay, I'm set.
Wow. Okay, I've never heard of Mediterranean music. Maybe I have here and there, but I didn't know that was a genre. See, we learn something new every day. So okay, let's go around the team. What's your favorite genre personally? Anyone? All right, Glenn, let's start with you, Glenn.
Go, Glenn.
I'm more to the R&B guy.
Ooh, okay. Okay, Jasmine, what about you? Your personal favorite. We all love the genres here, every genre. But what's your personal favorite lah?
I cannot tell because once you start one, it's like, oh, I love this. And then I start here, I love this. Malaysian music, I love even
rock.
Rock.
K-pop.
Dandut also.
Oh wow! Of course. Yes,
we enjoy every music actually.
Exactly my point. What about you, Aidil Kaiser?
Oh, for me, I'm more to like metal kind.
Metal guys, some Metallica.
Hardcore, some
rock. Yeah. Okay. Of course, last but not least, you.
How to put it on words? For me as a musician, of course we don't have any
favorites lah, right?
Any favorite. We need to be fair to all genre, right?
Yeah.
Because we've been playing the music. Let's say maybe something like more on ambient sound kind of music.
Like lo-fi.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Something like that lah.
Okay. Very interesting. So you see, we all have different like a lot of, even my bosses, they will say, oh, you cannot have any favorite genre, otherwise you're not considered a DJ. Yeah, but we all have our little poison there. Okay, anyway, we're coming back to the topic for today. What is great about Malaysian music? So we're talking about, in your opinion, what do you think is great about the Malaysian music scene?
What's not great about it? We are a multicultural, multi-ethical, multi-religious country, right? And that does not pertain to just our ICs, but to our culture, to our eating habits, to our listening habits. So just to take you a scenario, like on a Friday night, you want to go and rave, you can go to Zouk. You want to go and listen to Indian music, you can go to the Temple of Fine Arts.
Yeah.
You want to go down to have a good time, you can go to Bobo KL and check out Dasha. Or you want to let out some steam, you can go to Rumah Happy and listen to some Skater Boy punk. And what else? And then if you want to feel classy and like bougie, you can go up to MPO and DFP and watch MPO,
Yeah.
And we're just talking about the physical aspect of it. We're not even talking about the cultural aspect of it, how we marry each other. So yeah, it's like our food. It's a melting pot,
Exactly. And it's quite interesting because remember that movie Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift? Remember that? You remember that theme song? So it's taken from Malaysian music, you see.
Yeah.
If I remember correct. If I remember correctly, don't attack. Okay, so as a musician, how does this diversity affect you and your career? Like, when people come up to you and say, "Oh, what kind of music do you play?" and then how do you highlight Malaysian music?
Basically, as a musician, we're talking career-wise. It's a curse and a blessing as well, because why I say that, it's a blessing that I'm open to so much information and so much possibilities, but it's a curse that I have to learn all of them. You see, I can't be the one guy. I have got to be the jack of all trades as a musician. If not, it's very hard career-wise. So that's why it's a curse and blessing. So some days I have to pick up stuff where I'm having to learn Indian Kanako music. And then I have in the same day, maybe I have to change my hat and play Malaysian music, Malay music.
Yeah.
Asli Keroncong and all that stuff. Then come just like yesterday, I had to do a gig where I was playing Chinese music.
Wow.
And I don't speak Chinese.
Yeah.
And I'm not of a Chinese ethnicity. But because of the diversity we have and the information available to us, you kind of get around.
Yeah. Very interesting. So, of course, without wasting a lot of our time here, we're going to take a short break. And we're going to be listening to what they're going to be performing. What are you guys going to be playing? What's the song title?
Glenn? A chocolate beat.
Sekapur Siri.
Sekapur Siri.
Oh, wow.
See?
All right. So
interesting enough, we were just talking about the music thing. They are playing traditional Western instruments, but they're playing traditional Malay music.
Very interesting. So, take a listen. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to this week's edition of In 34 Symphonic on TRAXX. We're talking about what is great about Malaysian music, of course, in conjunction with our National Day month too. And today, 25th of August. So coming back to our interview today, we've got Karim here. He's going to speak on behalf of most of the questions, okay? So, coming back, can you share your contributions and involvement in the scene as a musician or artist growing up? Because off air, we were talking a little bit about, your contributions and your, how it is to be a music director, musician / everything. Okay, so yeah, can you share your contributions, as a musician growing up?
I pay tax.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, he pays tax.
So as you were speaking earlier, I've been doing this for about 17 years, and I've been lucky enough to do a plethora, lots of stuff. So I've done recorded a few albums. So the first album I ever worked on was when I was in high school.
Wow.
Yeah, it was with my dad's group. It's an Islamic marhaban group. So basically, it's Islamic. It's a bunch of guys playing drums and singing Islamic hymns or qasidas, we call it. So that was my first exposure to the music scene.
Wow.
I think I was 15. So we would record up to like 2 a.m. and I still had to wake up, like go to school. And I cry about it. Tell my mom, I don't want to go to school, I'm so tired. It's like, nope, you got to finish school if you want to do this thing. Like, okay. So yeah, so that is one of the only few marhaban groups with recorded material in Malaysia. So I guess that's one of my contributions. And recently, I did a recording that won the AJL this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. It's his song. I mean, I'm just very lucky to be part of it. Hey, it's cold. Okay. Anyways, that it won the AJL and is currently the highest played song in Malaysia on Spotify, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
This year. With 18 million plays or something like that. Yeah, so...
amazing. How do you feel about those achievements?
It's just another day for me,
Wow, yeah. Okay, that's the true champion right there.
The beauty of music isn't to feed your ego, but to feed your soul. So I've been very lucky to have met lots of people who've kind of made me full.
Yeah.
So all those stuff is great. But in the end, it's here. Yeah?
It's very different for me as a listener, you see, because I love music, but I don't play music. You love music and you play music. So it's very different for both of us. But we love music. So who is an artist that you personally think has captured the diversity of the Malaysia music scene?
Ooh, that's a tricky one.
I'm going to ask all of you, so better think first, huh? Okay.
Okay, Karim can answer for us.
To my opinion and to my personal experience, recently there's two, I think. One is Sudirman.
Oh, okay.
He
Classic.
encapsulated a lot of the Malaysia, with songs like Balik Kampung. It's not derived of ethnicity.
Yeah.
Like the song about Balik Kampung,
Correct.
everyone balik kampung, and recently I just found out about this guy. I think Hanif he's a
Johorian
Malay guy who's making his name in China right now.
Wow.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I couldn't remember his name. I think it's Hanif. He's got I think 400,000 followers, and he's doing sold out concerts in China and stuff. Right?
Wow.
So yeah, that's pretty amazing. That's Malaysian pride right there.
Yeah, putting Malaysian music out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We
Young
had
boy,
that
that
with
one.
Sapi.
Yeah, with white hair. Kan?
Chinese song kan?
He sings a lot of Chinese songs.
Right.
He's Malay.
Yeah,
You see?
amazing.
That's the fun part about it. It's like, okay.
Yeah. We also had that, I think a couple of years back when we're talking about musical instruments, the sape,
Yeah.
stuff like that. It kind of went to the US and won something.
Alina Murang.
Yes.
Representing that.
Yeah, correct. So, what about you guys? Your opinions, who is an artist that you think personally has captured the diversity of Malaysia music scene?
I think for
Besides the
me
guy,
personally, mostly from our composers here, the music makers, I think they all have their own, the way they inspired us.
Yeah.
Because like you said, we are the musician, we played for them. actually we've been recording outside bunch of songs. I think even the
Even
one
the
that you
Hanif
played
guy.
on air, even that what Karim said just now, that boy, me and him, like personally, we recorded for him.
Oh, wow.
For his single for China, and we recorded a lot for like Korean K-pop artists. 17. Yeah, we
One
recorded
of
for
the
him.
song.
The more you know.
Yeah, from outside, and Malaysian, of course. I
Right.
mean, I think the songs that you played on the radio, most of it like we
80%.
recorded for
Yeah.
string section.
Wow.
I think there's no like, it's hard for us to choose,
Yeah,
because
correct.
when they call us to play like the new songs, we have to put our soul to be there.
Yeah, correct,
And if they say like, no, I don't want this, I want like this. So we have to make sure that
It delivers.
It's delivered.
delivers. For me, like everyone, they have their own inspirational kind of way.
Yeah.
Even sometimes it's a single note. We're just talking about this. Even the single note, like this is really like, you
Understand?
can feel those
Yes.
things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Understand.
And-
That's why. Okay.
Because I think our Malaysian artists, maybe not everybody knows. Outside, they have like millions of fans, like that Chinese guy,
Johorian.
the Johorian
Yeah.
guy. He have millions of views, not 1 million. I think
16.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys were behind the scenes of that song.
Yeah, we just play for
Wow.
the album, the song, the single songs.
Wow. Okay. That's amazing. So I think what he's saying here is he is his own inspiration. And I love it. I love it. Okay. Honestly, it's such an honor. It's such an honor here to sit and listen to you guys play. Like I said, right, I cannot even imagine, because you guys play the music. I listen to the music. You know what I'm saying? So it's very, very different here. So very interesting. We'll be coming back. We'll be taking a short break for the news right now, and we'll come back for the final section of In 34.
In 34. Love it.
All right, welcome back to the final section of today's In 34 Symphonic on TRAXX. Today we've been talking about what is great about Malaysian music. We have Karim here, so don't
Hello.
forget. Yeah, okay, coming back to the final kind of section for today. We're going to make it short and simple and quick. So Karim, just now you said, right, you started at 2. You started your career at 2.
No.
No, let's rewind the thing.
I started playing music. at
Yeah,
two.
correct.
My career is-
Yeah.
Never mind.
So nowadays, right, a lot of people, because I understand from my dad's era, I would say, some people, if they're talented, they don't even need to study music, But now times have changed. If you want to be a musician, you have to study music. You have to get the credentials, blah, 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 stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Do we agree?
Sort of.
Sort of, right? Sort of, yeah.
Sort of.
So, okay. I understand as well, a lot of people nowadays, a lot of young people aspire to be musicians. Because I have dealt with a couple of kids before, and I'm like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a musician. Yeah, that's what they say.
With the voice.
Yeah, the 12. With that voice. So let's not talk about singers now. Let's talk about being actual musicians, because obviously they're different. Singers, musicians, there's a difference. So to those who aspire to be musicians, do you have any advice, for those of us tuning in right now, the young people who want to be musicians when they grow up? Like, talk from your example, because you started very young. Yeah.
The first thing I would say is, don't do it if you don't have the passion. Because the passion is the driving force, it's the fuel. And if you're just doing it for the money, you're going to be disappointed. If you're just doing it for the fame, you're going to be disappointed, because the passion is the true fuel. I'm not saying don't be smart about it. As you be passionate about it, you be smart about it. So pick up the skills that you need to learn how much you're worth, learn what do you need, all the as I like to say, keep your knife sharp. What kind of knives do you need in the industry? Not to cut things, but to get yourself prepared. Like if something comes your way, you never know what's going to come your way. It's a Chinese gig, it's an Indian gig, it's a Malay gig. Heck man, whatever gig, you just got to be prepared. But if you're not passionate about it, stop it.
Yeah.
Because you are going to kill yourself, you're going to hurt yourself. And like in the kitchen, it gets hot, so you're gonna get burned, even if you're passionate, and you just gotta keep going.
Yeah.
So that's my one tip, and then be humble because it can be much, especially like I was just saying, like 18 million plays and what all of that. It can get to you. It can get to you, and but that's not the point.
Yeah.
Because it's feeding your soul. You're not feeding your
Ego.
Ego, yes. And ego has many faces, many facets. And lastly is please practice. You know, you can talk the talk and whatnot, but in the end, it's the walk.
Yeah, correct.
So go and practice. Practice, practice, practice.
Very interesting. Let's hear a little bit from those people who actually are playing the instruments right now. One of Glenn. Let's go, Glenn. Yeah, you know, obviously this journey has been difficult. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not everyone, here's a cello, go and play it. You know, it's difficult, like violin, flute even. So what would you advise young people like who really, really wants to be on flute, you know, cello, instruments?
I would say if you really want to take this path, make sure you really, really have the heart for it. Whatever obstacle you face, whatever hardship, make sure you just don't stop. Just keep practicing, join any groups, have fun, make sure you find joy in playing music.
Have fun, that's true.
Yeah.
Have fun.
And
practice.
practice.
Yeah.
That's
And
the most
practice.
important thing.
Not practice at rehearsals, Practice prior hand.
Practice. Yeah, correcto. So thank you all so much for being here today. We've been talking about what is great about Malaysian music on today's In 34. We've got Karim here, musicians, Aidil Kaize, we've got Abdul Hadi, we've got Glenn, we've got Jasmine. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And of course, if you've missed this one, you can head on over to our Facebook at TRAXXfm Official, YouTube as well, TRAXXfm. You can catch the interview and what they're playing for you right now. What's the last song that you guys are going to be playing, Jasmine?
CC Stare.
Nice.
Pandang.
All right, take it away.
Love it.